What up, people? We back. Hopefully everybody doing pretty good. I'm maintaining, man. A little tired if you can't tell, but hey, grind don't stop, man. We got a topic today. It's been in the headlines about your boy Floyd Money Mayweather. Man, he going through it right now. He flamboyant, flashy, cocky boxer, 50-0, one of the greatest. I don't take nothing from him, but today or a few days ago, he filed a lawsuit against his former business advisor for $175 million, saying that they allegedly stole this money from him, with property, assets, and jewelry combining that sum. And it's crazy because I'll just go ahead and start. To let somebody steal that much money away from you is ridiculous. So his former business advisor, Jonah Richards, I think that's how you say his last name, Richards. He took a lot of money through, I guess he made some property investments for one for like 8 million, another one for 7 million, and different, business ventures that he thought he was doing with the guy. Come to find out, none of these properties even exist. And they was just taking the money and dishing it off to wherever they took it. And this has been going over for several years. This ain't just a 1 month, 1 year. It's crazy because I have my opinions, because I'm thinking, like, how do you let somebody have that much access to your money, or to have that kind of control over you to where you're not even thinking for yourself? You're not even like, all right, I need valid proof. I don't know if they had power of attorney to sign off on these things, but it's possible. So he had $100 million in jewelry also, and they got control of that and sold it to a jeweler. $100 million. They sold the jewelry for $13 million. The jewelry was valued at $100 million. First of all, who in the hell got $100 million in jewelry? None of my business. But if you got it, it got to be insured. It better be in a safe deposit box, and ain't nobody getting it but me. They got it, sold it for 13 M's. They, for the low. That's how you know it's hot. If you got something that's stolen, 9 times out of 10, you going to get it for the low. You know what I'm saying? They not going to ask top price. Don't ask no questions. Here you go. Here you go. I'm out the way. Took his $100 million in jewelry. Like I said, with the real estate stuff, he kept doing multiple deposits. I don't know if he did it or they did it on his behalf. That's where I go back to the power of attorney thing. And it's just like all of these things were done via wire transfer. And the guy, I think he's from, I'll put it here. And he's not even in the States. So he's gone, and he's been subpoenaed to show up in court. Who knows if he will, and I'll just go on to say this. You stay in control of what's yours. It's your money. You stay in control of it. I would never, I don't care how much money I would accumulate over a career, let anybody dictate where my money goes, because I made the money. It's my money. This is that money, $175 million, that's generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? Like, he probably could spend it before he died. You know what I'm saying? But the average person like me, man, I'm passing that on to the grandkids, you know what I'm saying? Flip that in the right way, and, do business with people that you trust. And I also heard, I don't know if this to be true, but the guy Jonah, when he came onto the scene, as far as like connecting with Floyd, over time, he started to push away some of his core circle people, like a wolf in sheep's clothing type of thing, where he just infiltrate and then weed out the people that really got Floyd's best interests at heart, so he can manipulate them. You know what I'm saying? And I can see that happening, but you always got to stay true to who true to you too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It's just crazy. I get that he's a celebrity. He got a lot going on. He got events. He, doing boxing events or, interviews, traveling the world with his family, living life. and he wants to have that clarity to where everything's taken care of. But you got to do your research on who's touching your money. I think it was in some song, I forgot who said it, but they said they got people that watch their money watching the people that watch their money. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm making sure you ain't doing dirty, so I got somebody watching you while you taking care of my money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be on that type of time, because things like this are happening in a heartbeat. People are evil. They snakes. You know what I'm saying? They cowards, and they'll steal from you, man, in the heartbeat if you let them. And, it's sad, because I know him and 50 was going back and forth for a while, and 50 was saying he was broke for real. So, like, if that's even partially true, which I don't think he's broke, but then you lose 175 M's. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, it's really getting serious, but let's pray and hope that he get his money back and he does what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? I heard some people in the comments was saying stuff like, this what you get when you don't mess with your own people, and, stuff like that. And I can agree to a degree. When I said about his core circle, he should have just kept that, whoever those people were. He should have kept them there and not let an outsider infiltrate and, dismantle what you got that got you there. You know what I'm saying? You stay down with the people who was with you from the jump, or that shows loyalty, because that's crazy. You know what I mean? But hopefully he wins and gets his money back. Also, yeah, I forgot about that. They got him to transfer ownership of his private jet. So they got his jet too. They got everything damn near. It feel like everything. He might have more than, he said he worth 500 M's or something like that, or I forgot what he said, over 500 M's. So, but still, to lose all of that is crazy. So what do you guys think, man? It's just a sticky situation, man, and we're gonna watch it unfold. We'll see if the people even show up, to the court hearing. We don't even know if they're gonna show up, but this is a cautionary tale to everybody out there that's doing business, or politicking with people that involve finances or something you hold near and dear to your heart. You got to be careful. Don't let anybody get their fingers on your materials or your money. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what they thinking up here. 9 times out of 10 people thinking self first, self-preservation, and they only looking out for themselves. But it's a select few that personally, that got your back. And yeah, it's just like, man, just stay cautious, But with that being said, that's it for this video. And I'll keep you updated on this topic, and we'll be back. Okay, second short video, man. This is something I wanted to talk about. So China, it happened about a year ago, but China, for the first time in history, created an artificial sun, a mini star. And it's crazy, man. So just listen to, what I got. So it's called EAST, and it's an acronym. It stands for Experimental Advanced Superconducting Tokamak. Okay. And basically they have controlled a miniature star inside a facility, and it's located in the IPP at Hefei Institutes of Physical Science in China. And it's just like it could be changing the way we, produce energy or anything. Like that's scary and amazing at the same time. So it's trapped inside a magnetic bottle, and the temperatures of this star reaches up to 100 million degrees. Think about that. 100 million degrees. Let me put that in perspective. The surface of the sun, just the surface, is 5,000 degrees. Just the outskirts, like if we get a little too close. The core of the sun we see every day, that sometimes be burning like, what? The core of the sun is 15 million degrees. The core. the sun, the artificial sun they created, is 100 million degrees. That's insane. And it's broken a world record because they had made a record previously. I think it was like for 4 seconds consistently, and then they ran it last year for 17 seconds. So they're advancing. So today of this video, they could be at 5 minutes producing consistent energy of 100 million degrees of a freaking star that's trapped inside this magnetic bottle. And that says a lot, because things like this could change the way we run our homes, factories, restaurants. Like, imagine these, getting sustained over Earth. For real, I don't even know how many you would need, because that one, they said, can supply electricity in homes for billions. You know what I mean? And it's only about 7 billion of us on this planet. And it's a game changer, because the way that they have it sustained. It's not unstable. They can control it, and they're advancing to build more. And this could put out, like, the big General Electric people, the fossil fuels, the coal industries and things like that, which is I guess, it could be a good thing, unless they turn it into some money hungry scheme like they always do. But we'll see. But I'm looking at the brighter side, and it could eliminate a lot of pollution. You know what I mean? That's a good thing. And I'm just like, yeah, the way China has advanced with, science and technology, they always been ahead. And it's just amazing to see the things that they've accomplished in that short period of time. As far as like creating a star, it's crazy. Just think about it. Like, I love space, I always say that, but to create a star that's almost 6 times hotter than the sun's core is magnificent, if you ask me. And I guess you could say on the dangerous side, to have something that hot, reacting inside a container, if God forbid, if something goes wrong, it could be catastrophic. That's basically a nuclear bomb, the biggest nuclear bomb that I have ever heard of, just sitting there. And it's a possibility that it could, do damage. But none of that has happened in the few years that they've been running. You go back to like Chernobyl, when you're using nuclear, I forgot the name of it, but you know what I'm talking about. So the nuclear reactors and stuff, where things happen and then they have meltdowns and things like that, that's a possibility. But the way that this is set up, it doesn't give off the nuclear radiation like the situation in Chernobyl, because that happened in 1986 and it's still radioactive to this day. Like, you can't even go to Chernobyl to this day unless you're geared up, because you will get radiation poisoning. And that's over 40 years ago. I think the time on that to die down to where it's like a safe environment, I think it's like 82 years. So to jump from having that type of energy, which we still run today, we still run nuclear energy, to having this star that's the polar opposite of it, it says a lot. So it is an advancement in, human safety, energy. It's just it's a lot going on, and I appreciate it. I'm here for it. You know what I mean? And yeah, I had to get in my little nerd bag. These are things that I think about, and I just thought I'd share it with y'all. But this is a short video, man. Hopefully y'all go look it up and go look into it, and do some research on it, because who knows, man? Like, it could be the new wave, the new vision of how we live here on Earth. They could even think about this, it could be energy propulsion for a rocket ship. We wouldn't need that much fuel. It could produce a lot more power and get us to planets we never thought we could get to in a time that we never thought to. You know what I mean? So think about that, man. But yeah, that's all I wanted to share with y'all, man. Y'all have a good day, good night whenever I drop this video, and I'll be back sooner than later, man. Peace out.